players are on the last year of their contract. Choose from 4 preset offers that range in level of risk. It's week 3 of the NFL, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Dolphins and the SeaHawks, and it's coming up next.
It's a stadium known for its design, its noise, and a fan base so passionate. Brock, you know this firsthand. They've retired a jersey number for them. Welcome, everybody, to Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Thanks for joining us, everyone. With my partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. And like so many matchups in the NFL, Brock, our focus goes right to the quarterbacks in this one. Both of these guys, players who've been around the league now for some time, they've definitely established themselves as veterans who know how to win football games.
Yeah, I think the word of the day, Kate, is definitely experience. Two guys who've been through the season several times over, have seen a lot at this point in their career, and been through quite a bit on the field. All that experience is stored up there right between the ears. And the one who is more skilled at leveraging that experience, more than likely is going to come away with the win.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. Returns looking good so far. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. After that return, he's looking pretty banged up out there. We're going to have a stoppage as team personnel comes out to look at him. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Achane. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. He's got Smith. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Out of this shotgun, a give to Achane. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Tua off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He gets a lot behind one. Deep downfield. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball. Incomplete. Now it's Jake Bailey who's out to punt this for the Dolphins. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. And that kick a little too well struck. He drives it into the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. They'll be led out by the 12th-year pro from West Virginia, Geno Smith.
Two numbers that a lot of people were focused on from his performance last week. That would be 3 and 0, as in touchdowns and interceptions. That's a quarterback who was efficient, aggressive in the right spots, but he took great care of the football. And, of course, well, he cares less about those two numbers. He's more about the alphabet, like that letter W, picking up the win in that ball game.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Tackle made by Jordan Brooks. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Shotgun snap to Smith. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. 4th down punt from the Seahawks. And that means we're going to see Michael Dixon head on to send it skyward. He bunted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. Fields this at the 19. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. Found some space, ended up with 18 on that return. And it'll be Dolphins football. 1st down, here's Tua. Buying some time left. That one's caught along the left sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Tagovailoa on 1st down. He gets it complete to his man, Tyreek Hill. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. From the red zone now. This throw is caught. And in for the Miami touchdown. So our first score of the game here as they cap off that drive with a touchdown.
It's really what you're looking for, Kate, offensively. You want to force the other guys into thinking they need to play a little catch-up right away. So a nice job to get that first score and take early control.
First and 10 now. Here's Smith. Flushed out of the pocket. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs. Big play. Midfield sets him up first and 10 from the 40. Throwing is Smith. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. A play fake. Now Smith to throw. Into the hands of Tyler Lockett. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. And this is caught. It's a Seattle touchdown. On first down, they're going to start out with Achan. Up the sideline, past the 45. And we get a timeout. There's an injured player out there, and it's not somebody this offense wants to lose. Jalen Waddle, the man shaken up. On first down, here's Tagovailoa. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So 2nd down coming up. Running with Achan out of the gun. And this goes across midfield and into Seahawks territory. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7. Tua now from the gun. Taken in by Smith. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. That's caught. Devon Achan. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
First down from the red zone. Has him on the quick hitter. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. Not in a time crunch just yet, but they're hurrying to the line anyway. Here's Tua again. This one's caught. Touchdown, Miami. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give. Here's Achan up the middle. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Defense showing blitz. Tagovailoa taking his shot. Deep down the field it goes. And they really went for it on third down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing fourth down. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. He's got this at the 27. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Jordan Brooks. They go play action. Here's Smith. Caught for big yards on the right side. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. The lateral goes haywire, fumble. But it looks like someone from the Seahawks got on top of it, and they'll get it back. All right, here we go, 2nd down. Trying again, following the sack. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Seahawks. Tagovailoa on 1st down. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
You know, it's great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. That's caught for the 1st. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. Here's Tagovailoa again. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. To the air yet again, Tagovailoa. He'll get this one to Watkins. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Again, it's Tagovailoa. And this is going to be a Miami touchdown. The Dolphins take the lead just before halftime. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. And that is his 3rd touchdown catch. Certainly enough to call this a very good game for him. And we're still in the opening half, so what else might he accomplish before we're done here? Sticking to the air, it's Tagovailoa. And he's got it, cut the end zone, so the touchdown and the 2-point pass break the tie, give him an 8-point lead. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Power squib kick is taken in. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. Drops to a knee, clock's gonna run unless that defense burns one of its 2 remaining timeouts. That brings us to the break. The visiting Dolphins holding an early advantage. Now we'll go coast to coast. Jonathan Coachman standing by in our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and Brock in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Ramondre Stevenson, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. We'll stay in the NFC East as we head down to the great state of Texas to check on the Cowboys at home at AT&T Stadium. And they've got the lead in that one over the visiting Baltimore Ravens. C.D. Lamb, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Finally, let's get out to Southern Nevada and see what's happening with the Raiders at home in Las Vegas. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Bryce Young with 2 touchdown passes there. Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last score wins. These two teams making their final adjustments for the second half ahead. It's time to get back at it. For the call, let's rejoin Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. Sanders all set to send it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So as we get set to begin the third quarter, it's the Seattle offense who's going to be out there first. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. And he's brought down for a loss. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Running with Walker again. And the hit stops him cold. Wow, he maybe got back to the line. He didn't get anything on that run, so struggles on the ground, leaving them with 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Smith. He's taken down. The Dolphins rush gets home. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. Takes this in at the 25. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Got every single bit of that one, didn't he? Over 70 yards on the punt. And they're going to take over possession. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Second half begins with a run by Achane. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got to tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
The trajectory of that ball changes while it's in flight. I'll tell you this, Kate, on shorter throws, these receivers are so good to adjust, can still bring it in. But over a long distance, a tip like that alters the course of the ball, and it sure makes it tough to adjust in time.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free, incomplete. So the Dolphins readying for the punt. Jake Bailey's going to kick it away. He's been hitting it well so far. This is another big one. He has it at the 13. And something on the return, but not much as it still ends inside the 20. Hard to do better than that. A 66-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawks football. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Smith. Complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. 2nd and 3 now. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. From the gun, Smith. Cut by Lockett. 3 inside the 30. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Walker does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line.
Well, you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical 3rd down call.
They'll try to run it with Walker. And he's in for the touchdown. Chan, a 1st down carry. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3. They go play action with Tagovailoa. Get some space around midfield. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Back to throw, Tua. Completes this one to Hill. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 41. Throwing deep for the end zone. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown. The Dolphins take a lead just before the end of the 3rd. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. Wow, just fantastic work there. Tiptoeing along the back line. The concentration was there. Great catch for 6.
Yeah, the concentration and the body control. I don't know how these receivers do it in this day and age. There's no space to work with, yet they have such an awareness to secure it first, to tap dance the line, and go get that touchdown.
That one right down the middle. And the Dolphins break that tie and now lead by 7. Sanders all set to send it away. Starting from the 5. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Seahawks are headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this 3rd quarter. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Shotgun snap to Smith. He fires one deep down the left side. He's got it! Oh, what body control! Get the 2 feet down. 3 quarters in the books from this one. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. play fake. Now Smith to throw. It's caught at the 4. It's a Seattle touchdown. Second down carry for Achane. Escapes a defender. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right, they love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Well, this certainly has been a memorable contest for him. His coaches, man, they're going to take this kind of output every single game.
This goes a little beyond the expectations they have for him, maybe even for himself. What impresses me so much, Kate, the guy just doesn't tire, getting stronger, literally, as this game's going on.
Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that first down play. Achane on the inside give. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have first and goal. Working inside the red zone. The throw is caught.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He's got it! And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space.
And he'll take it in for the Miami touchdown. The Dolphins take a fourth quarter lead. Devon Achane with the touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment. Find a way to score. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Throwing is Smith. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's tackled for a short gain.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
What a clutch play late. He intercepts it. Jordan Brooks comes up with it. And he takes this one back for the pick six. Defense getting in on the fun, Brock, with that fourth quarter lead as they provide a nice little boost there with the pick six.
Yeah, you could feel some of the desperation of this offense, and when you get into that mode, it is danger time. Defenses love to take advantage of it. I always say to you, Kate, play fast but never in a hurry. You can't be rushed offensively because you can often be rushed into mistakes like that.
Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Dolphins double their lead to 14. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Fielded at the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Seahawks offense running out now. And they didn't have much time to recover from that pick six. Need short memories here as they head back out. He lofts it deep, right sideline. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw. And now they face second down. Back to the air, it's Smith. Pass complete to Walker. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Smith setting the throw. Metcalf there to bring it in. There it is, touchdown Seattle! The Seahawks now within 1 score in the 4th. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. And again, it's Smith. And he'll get into the end zone to make this a 1-score game in the 4th quarter. Worked so well the first time. Hey, why not go right back to it? See if you can be successful again. They do, and they are.
Well, I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because you almost feel the confidence, right? Like if you get it the first time, you're almost playing with house money. Even if you fail, it's still 14 points. It's not really a failure, and if you get it, well, you gain even more confidence and make that opponent think that much more.
The Dolphins. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. 2 now from the gun. They did it! He made the interception! And the Seahawks have some new life in the 4th. He was trying to fit it into a window in the zone coverage, but by the time he let it go, boy, Brock, that lane had closed, and someone was there to make a play on it.
What you're trying to do in zone coverage defensively is make that quarterback see a window that isn't actually there. And as soon as he takes the bait and sends it over the middle, well, you got 1, 2, 3 defenders all there in range to go pick it off.
From the 31. It's caught Metcalf. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain. The Dolphins with an extra DB out there. 3rd down coming. They will looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through. Fourth down, that much tougher. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Seahawks trail by 6. 4th and 14. Let's see if they've got some magic in them. He's back to throw. Metcalf's got it. Complete. And they take him down right along the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Handoff running left, A-Chain. And he's brought down for a loss. And right away we get a timeout from the defense. 1:51 to go. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Got his target. It's Hill. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Here's a handoff for A-Chain. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Now the Seahawks are going to spend their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. A-Chain again on 2nd. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. They're set up at the 35 now. Going to the ground again on 1st. They get 13 on the pickup. And it'll be 1st down, Miami. And this is now a 100-yard game for him after that last carry. Man, what a strong day he's had running it for this offense. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Staying on the ground here with A-Chain. And they take him down, but he's able to get this inside the red zone. They've got to keep moving quick here. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Running left, here's A-Chain. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their 1st. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. A touchdown will put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with 1st and goal. Here he is to throw. And they got there in time. He's taken down. Miami calls a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
Well, this is certainly going to make 2nd and goal considerably more difficult. He could have gotten rid of it to avoid the big loss. But give some credit here to the defense as well. That pressure was suffocating.
And really, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. And they're headed in reverse after that sack. The Dolphins choosing to spend their final timeout here. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. So it's a win for the visiting Dolphins. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths, because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? We're both.
All of us.
Yeah,
D, all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now, and that they felt at every major turn throughout the 2nd half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.